Welcome guys, this is Audium Art. Today, I am going to draw a famous scene of Barbie going to jail with Ken. I haven't watched the movie yet, but can't wait to watch it next weekend. Such an iconic movie. Brings me back to my nostalgic childhood when I used to play with them. Wait, actually, I never had the real Barbie since they were very expensive and my mommy never got me one. Instead, she got me those fake Barbies from a dollar store, and I used to open up my own hair salon and chop off their hairs with scissors and dye their hair with nail polishes. Oh my god, I got in so much trouble for that, leaving all the nail polish mess on the table. And don't even get me started with the nail polish orders. It still gives me a headache till this day thinking about it. Anywho, today, I wanted to talk about 7 different traits of lovable people. I thought this would be a perfect topic for the Barbie piece. I mean, Barbie is definitely a lovable character, and who doesn't want to be loved by everyone? I do. So, these tips are from the book called People Who Eventually Get Stuff Done, and I'll put the link in the description box. The first trait of people who are lovable are the ones who can express their opinions honestly without offending anyone. These are the people who know what they like or dislike and would have opinions on things and would be able to communicate their messages to others very clearly. They are confident to express their thoughts and willing to take responsibility for their actions. I think having a personal voice is very attractive, especially if you can persuade others in a pleasant way without offending them. And by expressing their thoughts, people can somehow find themselves relatable to their opinions and find familiarities. I think it's a huge likable trait when people know that they are clicking and sharing similar mindsets. When I recognize this from the other person, I think of them as my tribe and want to get to know them even more. The second trait of lovable people is people who are good at what they do and they have the passion for things they love. It can be about their professions or their hobbies or about their self-development. Who doesn't love people who are good at what they do? Being a kick-ass in their tasks, not relying on others to get things done is very charming and likable. And these people who are good at what they do or have a passion for things they like, they come across as very independent people and don't rely on others much. This makes them look strong and fierce in a way. I believe those who come off as reliable is a very likable trait. The third trait of lovable people would be who always greet others with a smile and introduce themselves to others first. When you see smiling, positive people, does not make you smile too? Positivity is contagious. People want to be around those who are happy and in a good mood. These lovable people greet you because it's you. How sweet is that? Besides looking pretty or handsome, if they're always smiling, this makes them look even more attractive and others want to spend more time with them. There's a saying, you're not smiling because you're happy, you are happy because you're smiling. I believe these words to be true, really. I personally want to be around those who are positive and happy, smiling people, just like I'm getting the warmth of the sunshine. The fourth trait of lovable people are those who can express thanks to others. They make sure to show their gratitude towards even the smallest things and give the fulfilling satisfactions for those who help them. These loving people are not just loved all their life, they have been giving love to others, so they know what it feels like to receive things from people. There are people who only received love most of their lives, and they tend to become very selfish or not as appreciative for the things they get or have. That is opposite trait of being lovable. You can probably picture someone as you're hearing this right now. I mean, I can. I do not want to spend a second of my life with these bratty people. No, thank you. Let's be grateful for everything that we receive and attract more thankful things to come through in our lives. Now, Moving on to the fifth trait of lovable people is that they compliment others sincerely and are able to observe and find other people's strengths really well. Everyone has some sort of talents and skill sets that sets them apart from the others. And if someone recognized this would be the best sincere compliment ever. For me, I personally find a lot of motivation through people's encouragements. It keeps up my consistency in doing things to not let down those who believe in me. For example, when I first started running, I joined this small running crew to motivate me to run periodically to stay fit, but I never guessed that this would lead me to my very first 10-kilometer marathon last year, not once, but twice. Which is unbelievable to me till this day. If you ever ask me what was the most hated subject from the high school, it was definitely PE class. My PE coach made me run 5 miles every day when it was 100 degrees hot outside during summer school, and this literally traumatized me from running, and I never ran even a mile for like 10 plus years after that. However, once I joined this running crew last year, this was actually one of the best decisions I've made. My running mates, and especially the leader of the team, kept encouraging me and told me that he sees the winner inside me, and the last thing I wanted to do was let someone down who believes in me sincerely. If he didn't see it in me, I don't think I would have believed myself that I can accomplish 10K marathon. This was a very long story of how I got myself to run 2 marathons last year, thanks to my running team. The lovable people are sincere, and they bring out the best in people by helping them to realize their hidden strengths. Moving on to the sixth trait of lovable people are those who listens to others, bring out the other person's conversation naturally, and have an inviting presence. I think we can all agree that we all like to talk about ourselves and get carried away really quickly and get lost within our own stories. It is not always easy to be a good listener. But lovable people tend to have the trait where they give undivided attention, ask good questions, listen without judging, and don't jump into the conclusion sooner. The best thing about being a good listener above everything is that they make each individual to be valued and heard. Now, the final last seventh lovable trait to have would be having a good eye contact with others. There's a saying, the eyes are the windows of your soul. Sounds a bit cheesy, but yes, we do look into other people's eyes at our first glance. Having good eye contact is important for a variety of reasons. Here are some few. First, eye contact helps with building trust and connections. When we maintain good eye contact, it demonstrates that you are fully present and engaged in the conversation, leading the other person to feel valued and respected. Second, it allows us to observe nonverbal cues, such as facial expressions and their body language, which can give you a deeper understanding of what the other person is saying. This will lead to an effective communication. It encourages the other person to feel more comfortable expressing themselves and clarifying their thoughts by maintaining a good eye contact. That was the total of 7 different traits of lovable, likable personality. But why is it so important to become this person? I personally think that becoming a likable person is important for several reasons. First, it helps us to build a strong relationship with others, such as friends, family, colleagues, and even potential romantic partners. Strong relationships are key to a happy, fulfilling life. Secondly, it helps you to succeed in your workplace. Likable people often find it easier to collaborate and work with others. They are seen as team players and are more likely to be trusted, respected, and supported by their colleagues and superiors. This can lead to more opportunities for career growth and success. Thirdly, it helps to improve communications. When people find you likable, they're more likely to listen to you and take your opinions and ideas into consideration. Being likable can enhance your ability to communicate effectively and influence others positively. Now, for the fourth reason, it helps to create positive environments. Likable individuals have a positive impact on other people around them. They tend to bring a sense of joy, optimism, and enthusiasm to their interactions, making the overall atmosphere more enjoyable. This will also impact on mental well-being. Studies have shown that likability is associated with lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Being lovable and likable would surround you with positive supporting groups, and they generally want to help you out when you're in need. Okay, so these were the 7 traits of becoming a lovable, likable person and why it is important to have these traits for your own benefits. I hope these tips helped. This was Audium Art. See you guys in my next episode. Thank you for listening. Bye.